In this video, we'll use the Pythagorean Theorem and what we know about how to solve equations to determine the length of a leg of a right triangle. In these problems, we're given the hypotenuse, the length of the hypotenuse, and the length of one leg. We'll look at number 1 and 3 together. In number 1, A is 5, and the hypotenuse C is 13. The missing side length is B. A squared plus B squared equal C squared. In this situation, we need to determine the length of B. We'll plug our numbers in and then solve the equation. In our last unit, we learned how to solve two-step equations. So we're going to subtract 25 from each side. So B squared is 169 minus 25. Okay, we just have one more step. So B squared is 144. So now we need to find the square root of 144 to get the side length B. The square root of B squared is B, and the square root of 144 is 12. So the side length B is 12 units. We'll take a look at one more. Number 3. We have a very similar situation. We are missing side length A in this problem. I'm going to do this one just a little bit differently. Before I plug my numbers in, I'm going to go ahead and subtract B squared from each side so that we have A squared on one side of the equation by itself. So when I subtract B squared from each side, so now that we have our equation rearranged, now I'm just going to plug my numbers in. Our hypotenuse, the longest side, is 10. That is, so C squared is 10 squared. B is 5. We're going to square that. So A squared is equal to 100 minus 25. So A squared is equal to 75. So now we need to find the square root of 75. That is not a perfect square. It is approximately 8.66. We're going to round this to the nearest tenth. So A, the side length, is approximately 8.7 units. There you go. Okay, so you'll need to complete number 2 and 4.